In the world of telematics, there certainly has been a lot of offerings that have come to market. But more recently, there has been a new brand that's kind of emerged with some really strong specifications that are really putting it ahead of the pack. We're talking about Amber Connect, and today we've got their founder and ambassador, DUSHYANT SAVADIA, who's be joining us to give us all the details on this great new telematics platform. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about Amber Connect. And it starts now. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and on the menu today is telematics. Yes, you know that fancy word that came out a couple years ago, but now it's a serious thing. There's a demand for it. It's all about the use of using your telephone, your mobile device to be able to track your vehicles, whether it's for personal or even for fleet for that matter. Now, the brand we're talking about today is Amber Connect, and it's got a very unique story that we're going to get all the details on. We've got DUSHYANT SAVADIA joining us. Now, DUSHYANT, we've got a lot of questions to ask you, but can you give us a quick overview of what we'll be discussing today?
So today we'll be discussing about Amber Connect and its ability to connect customers to their cars, giving them a true connected car experience.
All right, we're going to dig right in with DUSHYANT, but first, an opportunity for our partner SiriusXM to remind you dealers out there why you love it. And when we come back, we're going to dive deep into Amber Connect Telematics.
Hey guys, Ricky Lima here from SiriusXM. I had a chance to speak to some dealers and ask them what they love about selling SiriusXM. Here's what they had to say.
Coast-to-coast coverage.
I love SiriusXM for commercial-free music.
It's a great add-on sale and a profit opportunity.
We love selling SiriusXM because you can listen to the same channel coast to coast.
Profitability and ease of installation. It's a no-brainer.
We love selling SiriusXM for its ease of installation, great profitability, and reliability.
People love it.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the show. We're talking Amber Connect, and I've got the man himself in the studio, so I'm going to get the history of this brand that seems somewhat new to us anyways in North America, but let's find out what the story is. So, DUSHYANT, what is the short history of the Amber Connect product as well as Amber Group Limited?
The Amber Group started back in 2015 simply out of a need to create a sustainable funding mechanism for my charitable passion through the Art of Living Foundation, which is a non-governmental organization, non-profit organization active in over 180 countries globally. And in 2015, I realized that security, safety of loved ones, and protection of assets is very important. And when I looked at the entire landscape globally around vehicle tracking and telematics, there was not much of evolution, not much of a big innovation in this field. And that is what inspired me to build Amber Connect from 2015. And in the last 8 years, we have now expanded to nearly 100 countries globally, serving hundreds and thousands of customers all over the world. And we're very, very proud to be in Canada through Importel.
Well, DUSHYANT, we're very happy to have you here as well. The product looks absolutely stunning. So let's break it down. Let's tell the people tuning in why exactly or what makes Amber Connect just so powerful.
What makes Amber Connect really unique and powerful? One, the user interface by itself. How many times have you noticed you go inside an app and you cannot figure out what to do? One. Second, the way we've designed the application, we've loaded more than 40 plus features on the app itself to give you a true connected car experience. That also means that whether you want to track your vehicle in real time, whether you want to look at the trip history, whether you want to get notifications of tampering or accident, or if you want to get, for example, a logbook for your taxes, or you want to maintain your fuel expenses or service expenses, or, for example, you want to get your service reminders notified to you in real time so you can get your cars to services at the right time. We built so many features inside that truly set us apart from the rest of the world. One. Second, we became one of the first in the world to deploy artificial intelligence in vehicle tracking. That means, imagine the scenario, and depending on the device that you choose, think of the scenario. It's almost like you park your car at home and the car knows you're home and it arms itself. The moment it arms itself, if somebody tampers with your vehicle, for example, turn on the ignition of the vehicle, smash through the windscreen, or tow your vehicle, or even open the door of your vehicle, the vehicle will auto-respond. So the Amber Connect device auto-responds to the threat by blowing the horn, flashing the light, putting a loud noise on your app, and even immobilizing your engine. Everything happens within 3 seconds. It is incredible. Third thing that sets us apart is we actually became the first in the world also to track the vehicle every 1 second. That means when you're actually driving, you're watching your vehicle only 1 second behind. We stream data so fast out of the device from the vehicle into the application itself that your near real-time experience when you look at your vehicle traveling on a road. So, and then the size of the device, the performance by itself, the app works at a lightning speed, everything. We always had the ambition to put our customers first. I, as a consumer, what would I like as a consumer on the app? So we've studied and we've researched and we've asked our customers. And over 8 years, we never said, okay, this is the box, take it, and this is what you get. The way we design the application, we continuously follow use cases. For example, if you want to set the speed of the vehicle, you can set the speed of the vehicle, it notifies you in real time. If you want to set a fence for your vehicle, if the vehicle goes out of the fence, you get a real-time notification. I can go on and on. There's just so many fabulous features in the app and so much the device can do. And that is what sets us apart. And most importantly, we made it very, very affordable.
Wow, Dushyant, that was a lot of information to digest real there, but I have 3 takeaways I definitely want to comment on here. Number 1, the 1-second refresh. Guys, I don't need to tell you, that is unbelievable. There's a lot of different platforms out there, and I can promise you there's not a whole lot that can refresh at that speed, which puts it at a performance rating that is truly unique in its own category. The other part of that is the fluency of the app itself. Don't worry, we have Jaron Gelmalan, the 12-volt Viking, be joining us a little bit later on. We're going to do a quick walkthrough of the app so you see what that's all about. And that way you have a visual of what Dushyant is talking about. And finally, the cost. The cost is also something that's going to be highlighted and something we're going to circle back to. Now, from an application standpoint, Dushyant, we've been obviously this works on a personal level, whether it's for family or whatnot, but this seems like a great platform for those that need to manage fleets as well or monitor those vehicles.
That is absolutely correct. So we built both different products. One is for the consumers, where I have a family and I've got 3-4 vehicles in my family. I want to track them all and manage my family well. And then the second part is the fleet part. Now, yes, of course, you've got car rental companies, you've got trucks, you've got vans, you've got your business where you have vehicles which go about delivering stuff. So we built one of the most sophisticated platform that you would ever come across. And I'm not saying because we built it, I'm saying because we've truly measured ourselves against all top platforms across the world. The number of features that we provide. For example, we've got a full dispatch management. We recently developed a whole AI-based KPI dashboard. Think of it this way. If you say to yourself that, you know what, I want to save 30% of my fuel cost next month, what should I do? If I want to reduce the accident risk of my entire fleet by 40%, what should I do? If I want to reduce my maintenance cost for my fleet for next month by 20%, what should I do? As soon as you input all of these parameters on the system itself will tell you exactly from 10 or 12 parameters that we built. If you stay within the threshold of this many speeding offenses, this many harsh brakes, this many sudden accelerations, etc., there are a lot of parameters like that. Moment you stay or keep your fleet within those parameters, the way it monitors the driver behavior, the way it handles all the input that comes from the devices, and how it analyzes all of that data, and using AI, we actually produce a real-time report for you, even telling you which are the drivers you need to look at, which are the vehicles that you need to look at, which is going to increase the risk of your accidents and increase the cost of running your fleet. That's just one side of it. If you look at the bird's eye view, for example, you want to see, one of our largest fleet is almost 30,000 vehicles on a single portal. Now, the lightning speed performance of our system, that means we load 30,000 vehicles on a single screen, showing all of them where they are across the country in less than 5 seconds. Think of that, the speed of the performance of the platform itself. Now, what we've also done on the bird's eye view, when you're seeing 20,000 vehicles, but there are 5 vehicles of your key interest, you can click on 5 vehicles and live track all those 5 vehicles on the bird's eye view. The number of reports we produce, we generate more than 60 kind of reports that you can have for your fleet. For example, your utilization report, which vehicles in the fleet are being utilized or not utilized. We've got built a whole dispatch management system. We've got the full fence management system, driver management system. There's just so many functionalities. And end of the day, there are 2-3 things that are important for the fleets. One, you need to know where your vehicles are at all times, and if they are doing what they're supposed to be doing, in the sense that they're out there making the business money. Second, you want to optimize the fleet. That means you want to know if the drivers are driving the vehicle correctly, if the drivers are driving the vehicles with respect, so that the longevity of the vehicle remains, the maintenance cycles are lower and lesser costs, and also the resale value of the vehicles are better measured over time. So if you look at all of these things, the cost saving and the performance optimization of your fleet, and the optimizations of drivers, and the identification of drivers, which driver is driving what, we built just so much of AI inside. We built so many features that really encompasses every single need for every single fleet, whether you are a 2-vehicle fleet owner or 30,000 vehicle fleet owner. We have not discriminated in the functionalities for all of them. We said, you know what, here's everything for everyone. Whatever you need is all there. Use it, and we save lives and we save costs, both for the fleets.
All right, moving quickly from the platform, let's get into some of the hardware involved. Now, obviously, there would be a hardwired tracking device that would be installed, but what are some of the uses or most common uses that you've seen recently when it comes to the C400 wireless tracker?
So the C400 wireless tracker is phenomenal. One, it has a very, very good battery life because it comes with a 10,000 mAh battery. That means that on a regular usage, the battery can last up to 3 months, and then you just recharge the battery. Of course, as soon as the battery goes down to 50%, 20%, you keep getting real-time notifications on your app and by email both, reminding you to recharge the battery. It has a magnetic back. That means you can stick it in the vehicle, conceal it deep inside, and then you are able to track that vehicle in real time. The only big difference between a tracker which is wired and a wireless, you have to recharge every now and then whenever the battery runs out. And also, for example, in the wired, we have more data that is collected because we have the ignition on off. We have idle timing calculation of your vehicle. So there is a lot more, including fuel management. For example, we can detect and tell you how much gas is there in the car. If it's a wireless device, it is a standalone device, but the best use cases of them is if you are using these devices for personal vehicles, where you might want to move the device from one vehicle to another vehicle depending on what is going out. It's great for assets such as trailers, assets such as caravans, assets such as detachable units that you might have. People have even put them into large generators, and a lot of different use cases are found. But in the vehicle motor industry, it's a concealed device, completely wireless, no installation required, and we made it so simple. You buy the device, buy the box, you simply download the app, scan the QR code, and you're live in 5 seconds. That's it. We made it so easy. Onboarding is so easy. So it's a quick, easy way to get on to the journey of tracking your vehicles. But of course, as far as the driver behavior is concerned, for example, we can't detect sudden accelerations, harsh braking, sudden cornerings, etc. But all the main features such as speeding offenses, geofencing, all of that still comes as a part of it. We've also put in features like out of hours driving. So you can set up an out of hour driving for your vehicle and say, okay, if the vehicle moves between 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., this is the time the vehicle should not leave the location where it is. It will give you a real-time alert letting you know that this vehicle is moving out of hours as well. So there are so many features that are still connected to the wireless device, but just getting the wireless device on the vehicle is easy. There is no installation headache. You simply push the device in the vehicle, conceal it wherever you want to, and it activates and start working straight away. And it has a very strong magnetic back, so it sticks to wherever you place it inside the vehicle.
You know, Deshaun, as you were describing all these different scenarios, I can't help but think some of the unique places where our Canadian consumers might end up putting some of these wireless trackers, like in our sled, for example. And you're like, what's a sled? It's a snowmobile. Probably not many of these in the Caribbean, but definitely in Canada, we do have a lot of them. All right. So, my final question is one that kind of culminates everything we discussed today. You know, you've presented an incredible case with just a slew of features that are uncommon in this category. You know, between the 1 second refresh and all the other features that make this app so powerful. I can't help but wonder what you feel is the future of Amber Connect, and what does that look like?
So we've already started the next generation development of Amber Connect is AI. The future of Amber Connect is AI. In fact, our website, which is amberconnect.com, is soon changing to amberconnect.ai because we understand the power of data. We understand how we can create more machine learning to give you actionable data versus just data by itself. And that is where Amber Connect is progressing. How do we alert you in advance that you might be going into an area which could be not a safe zone to park, not a safe zone to leave your car alone, or not a safe zone to drive in. There are so many use cases that we are now building, including predictive maintenance. We can even now creating machine learning algorithms. Again, all of these features are coming out on a monthly basis. Every month we have a major release of new features. We never stop to innovate. We will never stop to innovate because this is what made us different from the rest of the world. It's true innovations and harnessing the power of AI to give actionable insight to our consumers, whether it is a personal vehicle or a fleet. How do we give you information that you can action? How can we give you information that predicts? How can we give you information that makes you safer even before the threat occurs? And how do we safeguard your vehicles through the feature we built, Amber Shield, more and more, so that even if when the vehicle is unattended, the vehicle is self-defending. I once called, I said once that, through AI, we've actually taught all our vehicles how to do Kung Fu. They self-defend when they are under threat. So the future of Amber Connect is AI, and we are progressing. We've built a lot of AI features already, and as time passes, you will see how all of this data engineering, which is kept very, very intact in terms of the privacy policies we hold and the Data Protection Act that we uphold so strongly, you will see how all of this information is only going to make your life easier, save more money, and at the same time protect more lives.
And that was Amber Connect founder CEO DUSHYANT SAVADIA joining us and giving us the entire breakdown of this ultra cool platform called Amber Connect. Now, as he mentioned, if you want more information, make sure you head over to the official website found at amberconnect.com. And if you happen to be in Canada, like Deshaun said, you're going to have to reach out to the team at Importel. And standing by is, of course, our 12-volt Viking, Mr. Jaron Gelmalan. Now, Jaron, Deshaun talked about this app, which was absolutely loaded with features. I'm hoping that you can kind of share with us a little bit about what the app looks like and a couple of the features that he mentioned.
Yeah, Ben, thanks for having me on. We can definitely see how passionate he is about his products. And it goes to show the passion drives everything that he does. And it's a wonderful product. And I'm super impressed by their application and their software power, as he touched on. So this is the dashboard that he talked about. So once you open your application here, you have your dashboard with all your go-to information that you'll need. And it shows your vehicle location, your top speed you've driven, hours driven, and distance. So you can click on it, pulls up a map of the vehicle. We only have a single vehicle on this one. You can see it's parked at Importel. But it integrates with Google Street View or Google Maps as well. So you can actually get a satellite location as well, turn on traffic from your application as well. So if you're back to your dashboard here, you can see your analytics, your trips at the bottom, and your extra shield add-ons. It's just such a powerful app and all easy to use, bright, colorful. Like he said, it's very straightforward and user-friendly, which is what you need out of an application, not having to dive in and find out everything, and it takes you so long to learn an application. You want it simple, straightforward for everyone.
I guess the final question I have for you, Jaron, is as far as the Canadian landscape is concerned, for dealers especially, A, what is the price point? Because he did touch on that, saying it was a very attractive and aggressive price point. And the second part is, what about support?
Yeah, the price point he definitely touched on. I think it's one of the most affordable plans out there, and the power along with it. It doesn't matter if you're a fleet customer or a consumer. A lot of the power is still behind the app. Like your cost per year is $99 US. That's per year, so less than $10 a month, and you're tracking and securing your vehicle. And one common questions that we get is support. Definitely the team at Importel is taking up your first line of support with Amber Connect. They have a vast teams, like he said, 180 countries worldwide that they're in. They have main headquarters throughout the world. So it's almost, with overlapping time zones, almost a 24-hour support. But your first line of defense is going to be the Importel team. We have people available to answer your questions, myself included, that can log on and see simple details of what's going on with your device, with the app. And we can go from there. If we need to elevate it to extra levels of secure or extra levels of support, we can. We have that infrastructure in place. They have that infrastructure in place. Like he said, they really push that it's for the customer at the end. They don't just sell you a box with an application tied to it and forget about you. They're here to support the customer and help the customer out in any way, which is just such powerful means for a tracking company.
I want to take this opportunity and thank both my guests today, both DUSHYANT from Amber Connect as well as Jaron from Importel. And in my closing comments, I can't help but tell you how impressed I am with this telematics platform. Not only does it have some outstanding specifications like 1-second refresh, but the pure menu of different options and information like data that this application can provide is nothing short of impressive. Add to that, I can't help but say that AI is now here. AI has arrived in 12-volt electronics, and they've done so brilliantly by incorporating it into their telematics system. Not to mention the price, $99 US per vehicle. That one's going to be tough to beat. And the fact that there's both a hardwire and a wireless option as far as the tracker is concerned, this is definitely going to be a story we're going to continue tracking here. See that? Tracking here, because Amber Connect is here and they're making a big splash. That's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.
There's never been a better time to have SiriusXM with over 150 channels in your vehicle. Your Platinum Plan offer includes more than ever before to enjoy online, on your phone, or at home. Create your own ad-free personalized stations powered by Pandora. Hear ad-free extra channels and enjoy favorite shows with SiriusXM Video on Demand. What you love is on now.